want to renew this contract?
Well, they have no plans. Activision has no plans. Hasbro confirmed this situation with IGN to contact with Activision on this situation. And Hasbro is not at the time discussing what if any plans to have any more of the actual Transformers games on PC or consoles in the future. Multiple mobile games, including Transformers Forged to Fight, are still ongoing. However, due to the fact that they'll still have Transformers Battlegrounds, well, two games that are not involved with Activision.
Are still ongoing, however, because that's obviously a different publishing stuff. The contract began back in 2006, obviously starting off with the Transformers live action movie. And well,
so yeah, that's pretty much that. It's just how you view it right there. That was just right in front of you. They have no other plans to bring anything for Activision wise. Activision might not even care for other titles right now. I mean, we're looking at Activision just finally bringing back Crash and all the others. Well, even though Toys for Bob and all the others had a part in this, they had just an itty bitty inch in that situation. Even though it's not entirely true. But again, though, Activision still had their hands in it. They could bring it back. But would they put it in Toys for Bob's hands? Or would they basically give it to someone most worthy? Do you believe Toys for Bob would do a better Transformers actual game like The Fall of Cybertron? If they had a chance to play the original games. Who would want to pick up the licensing? It's expired, yes. But who would be gladly to pick it up?
So if Hasbro wanted to, since Hasbro mostly owns the rights to those games anyway, they can actually go to
pretty much. The only bad side to this is it's only Activision products in general. And the fact is Activision has pretty much the war for Cybertron, the fall of Cybertron, and the other games in which Activision had their hands on since then. So those are out of nowhere. New games, however, are a different story.
So basically, Hasbro has the right that if they want to go to a different publisher, they can actually remaster those games.
I mean, they would have to give it to someone who wants to continue the licensing in general. So let's think. Toys for Bob. They are doing very well with the Crash series, the Spyro series. Would they be willing to do another actual comeback or something useful?
Don't forget Beanox.
Well, I guess they could do that, but are they willing to actually come out of the shadows to say, hey, let's do it? Well, again, we're looking at them on that one. But again, either one. But again, it's just who would be willing.
Sorry, will there be any more games in the future? I won't put a bet on it anytime soon. I think at the minute we're just going to sort of have to deal with Forged to Fight, which is very well received actually. Some people really do like that game. But of course, some people want a more better game, like in terms of consoles and stuff like playing and being online and everything like that. PlayStation and Xbox and PC. And it is unfortunate that we've not really gotten any news. I did report on something like last year that there was going to be a game tie-in with the movies, and that was like a big good rumor because there was a lot of evidence supporting that, but then it just ends up being it's not the case. We're simply talking about Forged to Fight. So will we get another one in the near future? It's really debatable in terms of
G'day, boss. This is your captain speaking. Captain Brendan Darcy. You know, on your enormous super yacht. You do remember you've got a yacht, right? Well, anyway, look, I don't mean to gripe, but things have been getting pretty hectic on board of late. Thought you might want to swing by, see what it's like, sit in the captain's seat. Seriously, hope to see you soon.
But for now, it's all a bit of a mystery, really. We don't really know what's going off, and it is unfortunate because, you know, the most highly praised games were for the Cybertron and War for Cybertron. They really hit the nail and they went sort of downhill after that, and I don't think Hasbro really knows what they're doing. Because video games, they can only do some more fast forward, that's a bit of a mystery, really. We don't know what's going off, and it is unfortunate because, you know, the most highly praised games were for the Cybertron and War for Cybertron. They really hit the nail and they went
Hello,
sort of downhill
this is
after that.
Agatha, the casino and resort manager, again. Look, I tried to explain this in your penthouse, but here it is. The diamond may look brand new and sparkling, but it's actually in trouble. The rebuild went way over budget, and the Chings had to refinance.
Because honestly, the one thing I have to say about Transformers, War, Cybertron, Cybertron, stuff like that,
They're a multinational
I like
with
I
interests
like
in
that
oil
style.
and gas, security services, and gambling.
Obviously, the whole gamble, hoping it does sell
You
well.
get what I'm saying, right?
It is unfortunate that we haven't got a game of the size of Fall of Cybertron and War of Cybertron, like the quality of it. I mean, but you know, it's I don't know. Maybe they're just sort of taking a
Like,
step back.
I would want to see a Transformers game where the war actually started, and it goes place on Cybertron. Cybertron forms. You have to fight your way through.
Now just platinum games are sort of all over the place. And,
You
know, a lot
play
of that-
some parts of the missions. You play the Decepticons. Some part of the missions you play as the Autobots.
I really don't want to
And
do
you do this, you do that,
style.
and
Some games
it gets really good. That way they make multiple games, and they end.
It was okay, but it just wasn't as great. But I'm not really. That's my personal opinion. But as we all know already, people keep on asking for High Moon to return. Well, High Moon are sort of doing their own little thing now. They're sort of helping out with like Call of Duty games and stuff like that. Destiny 2, sorry.
That we actually get to. We actually then on the later games we get to play on Earth with the actual vehicle modes, and we actually end the war and go back to Cybertron. You get what I'm saying, right?
At the minute, it's sort of a bit of a, while worrying, but then at the same time, it's like, well, I think they're just merely taking a break and sort of reevaluating on what, you know, they're going to be doing like additionally.
Yeah, I think all they're really doing is trying to really see how to really go about the situation, because now they've given their publishing to so many different ends that they don't know what they're gonna do. Hasbro is just really like, okay, we gotta sit down for a moment, look back on all this. Maybe we'll make something better in the future, but right now, I think this all just has to go away. It's clear this is nothing but a problem. It's not making as much as it used to. I think the problem with the fact that this is again, they're not really going to get much out of this until they make better change and strides, but the only reason why you can still buy it right now is because they're already done with the game. Physically. They don't really care too much because they don't care about those products anymore. They really don't. They're done with that. They're done with that. So, you know, again, they're done with the digital. They're done with physical. They don't care about that. They're caring about new things that they're trying to make. They're trying to go back in great strides for all they've done that was wrong. So they're trying to make a good start in the right direction, but they don't know where to go from here. That's the situation they're at. They really don't know what they're going to do. I mean, they had a golden opportunity in those years, but they don't know what they're going to do.
Like, you remember Beast Wars, right? They were making figures of that, and they still make figures of the live action movies, shit like that.
Yes, they're still going to keep doing that. The only situation is the games are on a hold. The games are on hold until they find out what they really wish to do about it. So any bigger games for consoles and PC, not happening. Not happening. That's the end game to this situation. That's the end game. Despite them taking away most of those games for the digital, which again, I don't think they shouldn't have done. I mean, if they weren't going to make anything in the future, they should not have taken those games
Hey,
off the
I
market.
got something that's really gonna jazz
I mean,
you up.
again, they shouldn't
We're
have
a
taken
dance
them off
club,
the
right?
market if
How
they
about
weren't going to
I
make
get
any
us
more
a
games in the
celebrity
future.
dancer?
At least
Or a
then,
backing
people wouldn't
dancer?
have to care.
Tyler
At least you would
Dixon.
still get money in
And
the
Ty
book. I don't
Digo,
see how that
way back,
had
a
to happen.
long
That
way
was just
back.
really a slap in the face right
Doesn't
there.
dance anymore,
It
but
was a
he'll be
bad
great for the
The
move.
way
brand.
I
Trust me,
feel about
he
this
knows you're coming, so
about
pick
this
up him and his
is
homie and bring him in.
they pretty much took they pretty much they took away took away our rights on it. If they pretty much they took away the right for us to actually buy their product.
I mean,
And that right
again,
there,
it's not gonna too much matter, but again, it's jacked up. You can't buy these games anymore on the PlayStation, but the fact that you would basically have them on there in general. But the fact is, now they're looking at the golden years of the PlayStation 4, and they're looking back at what they should have done. Now they're looking at all the games now. It just seems like they're outdated. It's like they don't know what they want to do with the PlayStation so far for consoles, and they don't know what they want to do for Xbox and PC. They don't know what they're going to do next because they don't even know where to grasp on. That's like saying, oh, you have the highest tech by far, but you don't even know what you're going to do with it. You can have all the money in the world, and you don't even know what you're going to do next with it without even putting your fingers on the right handle. So again, that's exactly the same situation. They don't know what they're going to do. And it could take years before they come up with their minds to think, oh hey, this is what we're going to do.
if PlayStation ever brings back the Transformers game, then that would actually I know those Transformers games. They had so many sales that when they bring it back onto the store, they're gonna bring back more sales.
Glad to see you. No, so what's up? Am I getting paid to be here?
No, but Laszlo says he might get you on Fame or Shame.
God damn it! Alright, yeah, how are my t-shirt sales doing?
Yeah, the factory in China burnt down last night, so not good. But I've found another place though.
I saw that my mom called.
Yes, she said if you dare to write another memoir, she'll sue you for defamation again. And she said she loves you. And can you send her 30 grand?
Yo, I wonder if I should sue Dixon for camping on my name. That's a joke.
Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable PR strategy.
I heard this place was called Omega. And I hope this place goes off. So if I see you inside, maybe we'll do a little bit of the old... You catch me, snow, Chris?
They're here! Wow, they really came. I knew my name still meant something in this town. Did they mention me? Don't say. I'm gonna go speak to them. What a day!
Hey there, boss.
Honestly, what does the battlegrounds actually play like? Is it kind of like a kind of like Facebook games or something like that? You go like RPG type of style?
I've got to give you the number of that headshot guy.
Duplets. Duplets. You 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 hear what I said, right?
Yeah, well, that should be on PS4.
What Transformers Battlegrounds is on?
Well, it's on PS4. You can check it out yourself. It's in digital.
How much is it?
Yeah, I think a good search will do you some good.
Because I hit Transformers on the store and it only showed up the movies.
Well, you may find that to be a different search now.
Like, how does it play? Is it like a pay-to-win game or something?
I have a feeling you'll definitely wish to see it yourself.
I hope it's not a pay-to-win game. Because that would really ruin the game.
What was that?
Honestly, what they did to those Transformer games is kind of injustice. And I agree with what you said. They should have kept them on. They should have kept them on the stores. That way, people could actually buy those games and experience those games. Right, New Blitz?
Very much.
Because in the future, I'm actually planning on buying an extra Xbox One and actually having a person mod it and take out the internet chip. That way I can actually play my 360 games and save just like the 360. That way I can just pop into my 360 disc and it'll just play just fine. And since I'm keeping that system offline, they can't really do nothing about it.
Mm.
Because right now, if I want a physical version of Wolver Cybertron, I have to go like through like Amazon or eBay, kind of like that, or the GameStop website. You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I know at some locations GameStop actually sells those games too.
What happens when you get a community guideline? They tell you this is the type of content that we don't like, and you need to change what you are doing. Okay, great. Makes sense, right? That's how it should work. Hipster had received these strikes, and YouTube basically said, hey, you can't be making fun of people's looks. Okay, fine. Do I agree with that? No. Will I stay within the lines? Rules that are on the platform that I currently exist? Absolutely. I go out of my way to not. Right? He said, okay, well, I need to change the way I talk about it. Did that, and then you freaking demonetized them anyway. What's the point? What's the point of this? Content creators on your platform now have to live in fear every single day. I'm not kidding you. I'm genuinely afraid. All right? I have made certain life decisions based around my YouTube revenue. I have kept my day job because of this. Look, I have a subscribe star. If you haven't yet, please consider backing me. It's like Patreon, only better, because they support free speech, and I have 282 lovely people that back me there. Please consider. I'll leave a link in the comment below. I'd like to see this at 1,000, but I'm thankful for the community. This is frightening. I'm very seriously worried that my channel is behind the scenes under insane amounts of scrutiny, even though I do everything I can to follow the rules. This is the only way commentary creators can exist now, is funding off-site. Please consider it. If you watch my content, and 40% of my viewers aren't even subscribed, please make today the day you subscribe and turn notifications. This goes back to May 20th. We saw Augie had been demonetized for the exact same thing. Comparison. And the question is, when you say a significant portion, by the way, neither of these guys like me. I don't really care. There are people in my viewership that know that these people have, taken shots at me in the past. I don't take it personal, so you shouldn't either. Although Tipster and I are friendly nowadays. I don't care, and I'd be covering this either way. 75,000 subscribers, months of work, just probably would have hit his 100,000 subscriber mark this year. Gone, demonetized. Not only, and that's why I talk about subscribe stars. You know what happens when you get demonetized? All of your join members, all the people that hit that join button, gone too. Live stream super chats, gone. Everything gone. For a guy that was following the rules, put a system in place, telling people,
what are you watching?
Giving this little adjustment, character adjustment, behavior adjustment, the form of a community guideline strike, you make the change. If he had carried on taking content that made
what are you watching, the glitch?
Whatever, okay, that's what you get. Now he can reapply in a month, but what is this? What is this? You don't tell him what videos it is. You don't tell him what rules he broke. It's just this broad rule. Hey, you're fired. Why? Well, you want to know why? Reasons. Reasons? What do you mean?
You
want specifics of why we fired you? Oh, please. We gotta promote Jake Paul. We got time for you. And when they finally take my channel, I'll be fortunate to have you, the audience, behind me, backing me. But these smaller channels don't have that. And what are we supposed to do? I have 700,000 subscribers, and I'm legitimately very concerned. You see tweets like this. Remember when Steejo tweeted this when Augie's channel got demonetized, saying, "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I wonder who will be the next to go." And he was talking about how a storm was coming and how content. Behind the scenes, are Susie Liu and Steejo trying to get anybody who criticized her stripped of their monetization? I've gone out of my way to not say anything about their appearances, but I don't think it matters. Because Tipster adjusted his content according to what YouTube gave him corrective actions, and they still demonetized him. I hate this. I hate that this happens to my fellow YouTubers. I hate that this is going to happen to me. You know, the chances of me getting through 2020 still monetized, probably less than 5%. You wanna stay monetized? Bake cakes. That's why, you know, I have over 20,000 subscribers on my BitChute page. Check it out. I've got thousands of subscribers on my library page. Because when they finally take me, yeah, then I'll have to lean on you guys. Right now, I take sponsorships, and I don't lean on my viewers. I don't push my Patreon or my Subscribe Star that hard. But there will be a day when I need to do that. And I know that my viewers will back me. But what do you do to guys like Tipster, who followed your rules, did everything right, and you still fired them? This is untenable, YouTube. If you're gonna do this, you have to give us some specifics. How is he supposed to change if you don't tell him what he did wrong? The system is broken. Commentary dead.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. How did you read my mind? We do. So you're just going to keep surprising me. Wait, how do you connect her? Honestly.
The original upload of this video was taken down from YouTube. I'm re-uploading this video because I believe all the criticism is valid.
That was absolutely fun. Oh man.
New Blitz?
Oh man. I remember the days.
I was. New Blitz said that something was funny. I said, what was funny?
I remember the days when Sizzler was nothing more but a problematic person indeed. But the fact that she's also stealing anime's reactions and putting them on her channel and believing that basically people have to pay for that crap, it's kind of still funny. The fact that she can steal anything and people can't do that kind of crap.
Like, how's she stealing reactions?
Well, if you can't put anime on your channels because that is a problem to everyone who owns those animes, how is she getting away with this when you alone are allowed to do this? How is she getting away with putting a Pokemon song if you're not allowed to do that in the first place? In other words, this girl literally knows a lot of people in the YouTube brand, and it's not just having a lawyer of an actual boyfriend. She pretty much has a lawyer boyfriend who can defend for the situation if anything goes horribly wrong for her.
surface, her content needs nothing to be too fussed about. Sure, it's lazy, uninspiring, and you wouldn't catch me watching it. But behind that,
True.
the brain of deception. Or Lucy Lou, along with her having friend Studio, make the perfect couple. Together, they use the YouTube copyright system, systematically flag down people criticizing them.
Whoa, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you ever put a comment on Suzuru's channel that revolves around this situation, she will immediately delete that before you have a chance to overhear it.
Honestly, by the time that she deletes it, many other people already saw it, so she can't get away with that.
Well, this wouldn't be a problem if only that didn't basically involve her with being a hypocrite in her own stance.
Illegal behavior is directly protected and promoted by YouTube, with Subaru being a prominent figure in last year's YouTube Rewind. Over the last 12 months, I've been gathering the files. Today, we go through them.
What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. There's that much misinformation.
She files a false copyright takedown.
Very such a gray area.
A false copyright takedown. You're writing a copyright strike takedown on someone else for the fact that basically it's only a few minutes of a video. That's only a few seconds of a video. That's not even close to a minute. And it even makes it even worse for the fact that basically it has you involved with it, but the copyright has to be something original while it's putting with elements of its own, which he kind of did.
So she's copyrighting all these YouTubers that she's actually copied from.
Oh yeah, go ahead and say it again.
Is she copyrighting all those YouTubers that she basically stole their reactions?
Pretty much, someone basically made a reaction video of her, and pretty much she took it the wrong way and started a copyright strike takedown, and pretty much, which we'll get into very soon. Fair use is what you don't understand yet. Little girl, you don't know what you're thinking. Little girl,
by the time she gets...
Little girl, you don't know copyright. Little girl, you really don't. If you did, you wouldn't be filing it just yet. And you would get your boyfriend to do that. No, your boyfriend would do that for you. There's no need for you to go out and do anything. Let your boyfriend handle this. He's a lawyer. That's what he's for. But yeah, you were saying?
I'm saying that she's eventually gonna get caught, and she's going to
She gonna go to jail if she get caught.
Yeah.
But the only sad part about this is that, again, once you hear more, you're gonna see why that hasn't been happening.
Kind of, yes. Yeah,
Well,
I'm not gonna lie to your
let's
face
face
about
it.
it.
let's face it, her boyfriend's a complete actual simp. Well, let's go ahead and face it, that the fact that you'll defend the situation for her, and the fact that you're a lawyer and you're supposed to make this fair, it's not going to happen because you have to be in this happens. So you're going to have no choice but to defend her. So, again, the S is used quite clearly. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're definitely right there. I mean, how I would handle that situation? No. Once we get your history, that's it. No trouble is coming to anyone. No trouble's coming to anyone. We see the history, that's it. You're done. You're done. Your part in this situation, oh. Understandable.
What? You told me to quit being a sweetheart. I'm going to deny that.
Oh, yes.
Basically, I'm saying is I will not stop being a sweetheart, and you cannot make me. Me knowing Kanye very well, he won't do shit.
No, this is where it all began. This is where it all began. No, this video is where it all began. This is where the controversy, the hate for Susu truly began.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm listening. What?
I mean, who hasn't? No, that very video. Exactly. Last Guardian VR. So pretty much that's where she really went nuts. But she had to make a copyright strike, which again was a false one. Where all her problems began. Indeed, it's gonna be funny.
So is she still? So is she still doing her stuff now?
It's not fair.
Is her channel still? Is her duplex? Is her channel still live? Like active?
Stop it. Get some help.
Wait.
They had the Michael Jackson saying, Well, Michael Jordan, actually. Well, Michael Jordan, anyway, but you remember that saying. Stop it. Get some help. But, yeah.
Is her channel still active?
Oh, yeah. Still doing that crap. Still doing only one thing. Anime reaction videos. My hero, Naruto, you name it. Invincible? You go ahead and tally that in.
Did she do Ruby?
Well, I'm pretty sure she would have done that.
That was it? Yes, folks, this was the clip that offended Susie Lou so much.
Oh yeah, that exact clip offended Susie pretty well. It was actually funny. Most funniest clip.
So what did it, so what oh does it show did they see it?
Oh no, you can definitely see that clip for yourself. Now I know a lot of others still have the original footage of that clip. You can see that for yourself later if you're interested.
I mean, do they show like the clip, like the person actually saying it to her?
Oh yeah, it's still that is still there. But anyway, yeah.
So what's the video called? Like Susie's Downfall or something?
Pretty much, or you can pretty much find that in by saying H-E-A-T. Well, H-A-T-E anyway. Yeah. Funny. Alright. But yeah.
This is certainly a clip. She knows that. Her lawyer boyfriend knows that. But yeah, forget to mention her boyfriend.
I have a law degree, and one of the main focuses was international intellectual property law, which hasn't been a most subject. It's about like design rights, patents, trademarks, and copyright.
Just keep this in the back of your mind.
That is funny.
Now, understandably, Susie Lou received a
That's funny. Everything done on a friendly on a game that's supposed to be family friendly. I didn't know you could kill stuff on a family friendly game.
Let's go.
exchanges were had. Today we will be taking a look at
What did you kill?
Now, Suzulo tweeted, dude, literally no one cares what you tweet. You're just a massive loser.
and let me guess, it's the same guy went to her Twitter account and told her off again.
Ah, boy. Anyway, let's keep going. You steal, you get striked. Maybe ask for a channel for permission before you take their content. Will you ask a headache in the future?
How's it going, Katie?
Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
Wolf, the way I say this is when I talk to Amy, I'm on a different planet.
Mm.
Ew.
Mm.
Oh, Katie, guess what I found out? What my mama said to me. My mama told me that if my mom kicked me on my medicine, I would draw a check.
Whoa. Susie tweeted, thanks for the views anyway, boys. Must suck seeing a noob get so much attention on your beloved game while you nerds seeing your mom's basement using.
She pretty much F'd me.
There we go.
A check.
Nah, if that didn't sound anywhere close off that, I don't know what is. That's just a massive ego.
Next time I go to my mom's house, I'm gonna ask her why she did that.
Well,
What she took you off your medicine?
Yeah, she took me on medicine when I was younger because she wasn't able to afford it.
Hmm.
Well, if she can't afford it, it's different. If she took you off it,
Well,
if she couldn't afford it.
I needed to be on that medication. And I
How
still
you gonna
need
get
it
the
right
medication if she can't afford it, though?
And I still need that medication right now.
Hmm.
And but we're still on the medication to this day right now. I would draw a check. What?
Yeah, stay in school, but again, only stay in school for the fact that anyone can look at you at any given moment and probably do anything to harm you. Hey, I see you. You gotta come to the principal's office.
Honestly, the way I learned in life is don't let anger consume you, and don't get too emotional about it. See,
yeah, worse face than death
I know
indeed.
you're gonna say that your friend knows how to hide a body, but honestly, what I'm worried about is you guys actually being caught hiding the body.
Nah, it's worse face than death. Worse face than death. Worse face than death.
Okay.
The unicorn that has neon rainbows that burn through the eyes of all people that try to stand in its way to actually desecrate its actual capabilities of being a unicorn. So, yeah.
One, basically, you're basically calling it a murder corn.
Pretty much.
I think I made Wolf laugh. I don't think Wolf's on drugs. I think he's going bonkers. I believe he's past this. I believe he passed the atmosphere of bonkers. It's basically his head. And it needs more room still. That's the laugh of a murderer right there.
Or the laugh of a crazy person. He's not get crazy.
Wolf lost his mind. Oh no, abort, abort, abort.
We all know he's crazy. I know you could go past crazy.
He's next level crazy. What? Oh nice, you got the Candace free crawler. I can imagine this. I can imagine Wolf flying on a horse, and it was a murder corn, murdering all the people left and right.
If you're gonna criticize folks, make sure you don't do something somewhat similar. Otherwise, you better hope to have that all backed against you in your own way.
It sounds like he's on crazy. It sounds like he's taking crazy
no. Because I know my cousin would probably be doing weed. Oh no, I don't do that crap. Oh no, I don't do that crap. Grandfather was a goddamn smoker. Could never stand that crap. Could never stand it. Never will. That bad smoke just ain't me, man. Bad smoke ain't me. That smoke just can't be me. I mean, I got some jacked up skin, but at least then it wasn't to that actual degree, though.
Otherwise, you'll probably end up looking like a person.
Sizzaloo, you're not supposed to basically put the Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton situation at all. You're not even supposed to be even putting out live.
You know that sometimes when I'm over at Chris's house and you're in the mood and you go for a walk, I walk with you just and I help calm you down. I don't think that's.
So I guess the day when I guess the election for Hillary Clinton and the Donald Trump situation, I guess she decided it was time to put a live stream on that situation. I don't see why she would do that. That's just her. I mean, again, this is a presidential election. You figure these people would have more things to stream other than this, but yeah, she literally did that. I mean, if you were to basically stream that, I think you would have a lot of people on top of you just for even having that. You figured most people who had to stream this would have gotten rid of your channel by now. Because they don't want that being told. When it's upcoming elections, they don't want that. They don't want that being told to the people.
Yeah, because that's going to make them look big. Of course they don't want the people that are there. That's going to make them look big. They don't want to look big. And they trying to really, especially if they're trying to win the election, they ain't trying to look big.
And the fact that you're trying to gain views.
If they look bad, then the people ain't going to vote for them.
Views off of their election, and you're claiming this video as your own. For the fact it's their election campaign, you're not supposed to be gaining off anything from this. You are not supposed to be doing that. You absolutely are not supposed to. That is a serious no. You do that, I'm amazed you haven't got caught yet. You gotta know a lot of big wigs who can protect you, or woof. Yeah, you gotta have a lot of money. So it was BBC's content, so you had no right to be doing that. So that makes it even worse. There's no commentary over it, so it really is theft in the highest regard. You have no right to be doing that. If you're not going to add commentary or add something lightly or only add half of that or even cut it to some degree where it would make sense, you have no right to be doing that. That's not original. That's all the content. You have no right to be doing that. That's complete theft.
Back to Los Santos, Katie. That's right, I'm coming back to Los Santos. Oh, the island.
What you doing, scoping the island?
Yeah, I got bearer bonds. Yeah, earlier I had tequila. Since me the tequila. Now I got bearer bonds.
Started the video with my content, then it cuts to his content of him playing the last time. But there was barely any mention of why I was at the
How much gold you got?
Just for the intro, and then it cuts to him. So
No, sweetie. No, sweetie. There's a little more to that.
Basically, I can't bring you with.
Who you taking, Katie?
Yo.
It's alright, I know she really needs it. Yeah, I be trying to go on all the hikes, but I know sometimes you can't take me because you gotta take Katie. And plus, she needs it more than me anyway.
Katie's not always on. You gotta think about that.
I know.
Fair use.
Yeah, I guess she needs, and she probably needs it more than me anyway because she don't be on there, but.
No,
so
fair use in court. No.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to claim it. We're gonna have to claim it. claim it. We're gonna have to directly claim it from the store.
Oh, that's.
The single box could have moved since you were last here, Capitan. Upstairs, downstairs. You will need to look around.
I mean, fair use and a judge. Come on now. I mean, that's the most low-grade thing you've said so far. I mean, you can go to Wikipedia and see the real reason of the actual fair use situation, and that would just look more grade to what you just said. The only thing gray is the way you said it. But anyway.
My section of the video and again zoomed in a little bit, zoomed out, and put the closed captions on it. Now I have done so much research about this since Monday, and at no point has it fallen under fair use.
Now, a primary figure in the Susie Liu investigation was Tipster, whose research has been in.
Yeah, you right. I be on more than you and more than Katie. I know she don't be on that often. So yeah, she needed more than me.
I don't even understand how you can construe it any other way. Mark was making a joke, and it is followed by a direct comment from Michael Jordan.
True. Nope. The only sad part about the video she hated was it was under fair use, but she made a false claim. So her copyright strike down was false and denied. So, of course, this made controversy.
So did she actually admit that that was false?
Honestly, why would she have to prove that? Is what you need to think. Why would she want to prove that? After what just happened to someone else, for the fact of it, why does she have to prove that? Let's think about what she would do in her situation right now. Let's think about that. What can she do in her situation? Let's put ourselves in her mind. Do I have to? Nope. Well, she shouldn't have done any of that, but she did. Yeah. Yeah, then they had to get her on board the stream because unfortunately she still needed to have controversy about that situation. Now, I'm sure you could probably find when that happened in however you actually find it, but again, yeah, she had to talk with a lot of folks about the situation she brought with Mark After Dark in every way possible. After Mark After Dark made a video, about a 23-second video of a joke, which she took very offense to. She took that video very offensive. And it was still funny.
You know that the actual people that actually can copyright her for those reactions.
Oh, how so?
Because they're the ones that made the video, and they can request it being taken down. They can request her to take it down.
Well, she attempted to give justification to some of the things she'd said and done over the past few days. During the stream, Susie and her new boyfriend, Stejo, both show their YouTube flag history. Stejo's came out clean, but Susie showing her flag history.
Now, if Stejo's came out clean, then basically this proves that it was completely her. So there would be no reason to have Steve Joe's history if it came clean. So again, that's the whole point of getting his history. That's what I would have done. Get his history first. And since this situation happened afterward with Mark After Dark, with that copyright situation, so it proves that it was definitely her. Because if his comes out clean, then it's definitely you. Because there's no other way you couldn't have done it. The strike was definitely posted on you in every way. The video was you involved in it. You were the only one involved in the video. You were the only one in it. It was a joke. And you took the joke a little differently. And you were very offended. And you could have basically made the strike yourself. It's as simple as that. And that's how you could definitely be put as guilty. And if he comes clean, it's you. Ding!
Might be the most iconic moment of all time.
Another way we find out.
We need to see your flag. I don't care. I want to see your flag. Hey, I mean, this is vital. If you want to prove your innocence, you gotta show your flag.
What do you say you gotta show your innocence? You could do what?
Oh no. What happened was he said that if she wanted to prove that she was innocent, she had to show the history. She had to show her flag history that she actually made the strike. When you strike someone's video down on YouTube, it's basically there. It shows the history when you made the strike. You had to make the report strike. You know how you can report a video for whatever the reason. So that would be the case as well. It would be in the actual flag history.
Oh, no. You gotta see video. We can't see that. We need the stream.
No. So you can't get the video. We can't get the screen share, so we can't even see that. So the history is important. Which, again, she has. Because it's a history of everything you've done in flagging someone or reporting someone or anything of that sort. So it keeps tally of everything you've done on YouTube so far. That's what's amazing. It keeps tally. Even when you don't even care.
Hey, let me guess, YouTube can use it against you.
It can be used against you, yes.
Yeah, if you can make false copyright claims, you can't get in trouble. It's illegal to make a false copyright claim. But some people, I guess some people get away with it.
Whoa.
But it's illegal to do though.
She literally just said partner manager. Partner manager. Now, I don't remember anyone making big numbers and get partner managers. Now, no offense, but I don't know any big wigs that get partner managers and that kind of way of thinking. But let me know if I'm wrong. But, that's just don't seem right. Anyway, continue. Many different people. She just said many different people. So she knows a lot of people in YouTube that can defend this situation if it ever comes to light. But you would still get what was coming to you as a reward. You bring her a problem, you're getting your just desserts, but you're not getting the vengeance you deserve from it. So, in other words, she can defend herself, and you can't. So, she can manipulate YouTube however she chooses. And the anime reaction videos being put as money? Yeah. Don't be surprised about that. I don't know, she got banned from Patreon. For a lot of other reasons. Number one, she was trying to make people pay for anime. Well, which she believes she was actually allowing this anime.
Oh. Sure.
Boyfriend, Stejo, made a video defending Susie and her actions.
Stejo, of course, will defend the little girl in every way.
To say some of the points were rather interesting.
Susie Lou has an ego. Okay, I beg to differ, knowing her better than, pretty much anyone.
Well, that's good that you know her better than anyone, but just try to remember what she's doing wrong in some way, shape, or form while you're trying to defend her in some way, shape, or form. That's nothing wrong with defending, but as long as you know that she's still doing some wrong in defending. I mean, if you're gonna be a grade A simp, at least know she's doing some wrong.
I mean, that's something to be proud of, but I can tell you from my own experience living with a woman that she has one of the smallest egos that I have ever known.
Nice. No, I don't. Like, yellow. Like, why is it yellow?
Did she just say no, guys?
I thought you didn't like yellow.
She's a tiny make-up YouTuber.
Oh.
The same person who doesn't want to prove her innocence to a bunch of nobodies on the internet.
Really, for someone who believes that Suzalu, who is your boyfriend, by the way, and Stejo is willing to defend you having a smaller ego, and for the fact that you, your own self, just said innocence to a bunch of nobodies on the internet. Why do I have to prove myself? Well, you have to. It's just natural way of knowing, yeah, you done something wrong here. It's just natural cause. You did something, now you need to tell us why you did this. And now, proving your innocence is why you're here. And again, you not having an ego, it's not about whether you do have an ego or you don't. At the end of the day, you did something wrong, and they just want the end result.
Told McDonald's workers on strike for higher wages to go and get an actual decent job.
So, Susulo basically was talking bad about McDonald's workers. And I guess she originally told them, go and get an actual decent job. McDonald's workers are on strike because they want $10 an hour? Go and get an actual job and stop expecting handouts. What? Are you serious? Dude, they work. You sit. The thing is, you're a YouTuber. You're making anime reaction videos that you're not even supposed to be doing. You don't work at all. And as for why you would say this is very wrong, it's because you're not working at McDonald's at all, so you shouldn't even be saying that. And again, that's just, nah. And second of all, if they want $10 an hour, that's entirely up to them. But again, you're not working there, so you shouldn't even be saying it. It's very stupid.
And I'm not going to get a big argument about fair use. They say it's a false copyright strike, and I've got something that'll fix every one of your videos. It ain't false. It's only a false copyright strike if it's not from the copyright holder. You cannot issue
What?
copyright strike.
Okay, what kind of other blasphemy is he going to be spewing?
It's absolutely
It's a simple. What is he saying? It's a simple. You did it. That's right there. It's in your face. Legitimacy, credentials. Man, enough of that. It's simple. You did something wrong. You're just an egomaniac that won't accept when you've been bested. You know you're in the wrong and you won't accept it, and you're doing some very wrong things in the YouTube community. You basically can't be taken down because you know a lot of people on YouTube who can destroy anyone who tries their best.
Hey, Katie, do you want to bring Zero on your heist?
Will you take a Zero?
Correct or unjustified. When you give criticism, you require respect. I need to respect your opinion. Criticism.
Yeah, but what do you think?
What, Zero extra John Heist, or you just gonna take him?
Yeah, but what do you think, DJ?
Honestly, I don't have a opinion on that. I do think that she should stop, honestly, making fun of workers that are actually trying to work at places and get money.
Call you out when you mess up. You're a die-hard fan, blindly follow your every word. No, it's got to be someone outside objective view. Joe, in the words of Joe, we're morons. Now, there are many more shenanigans in this Susan story that I'm not going to cover here, and I would have told you to check out separate videos on her. But just yesterday, Susie Lou has flagged a bunch of Tix's videos on her, and they were taken down with the community guidelines fine for, you guessed it, harassment and cyberbullying.
That is absolutely fine. So she flagged some more videos for cyberbullying and harassment. Interesting.
Without my review team, for this dental treatment. Why Susie Lou? At this point, Susie Lou has overstepped big time. And if she doesn't start to change her tune, larger and larger creators will start to cover the story and make the criticism impossible to ignore.
I mean, yes. And it's going to be hard for people to ignore this, especially when you're basically going against the system and what it's supposed to be. So, of course, it can't be ignored. It makes perfect sense.
What? Oh, nice.
So what Katie, what Katie got for on the heist?
The Panther statue.
So y'all taking Zero?
Yeah. Just us
So I
three.
guess that mean I can't go. Well, I guess Zero probably needs it more.
She don't have enough for. That's the thing.
Oh, Zero X to go? So I guess I can't go on that heist either. I guess Zero's gonna go instead of me. Well, Zero probably needs it more anyway though. He probably needs it more. So wait, Zero X to go, or you just volunteered to take him? He must have X to go.
I like that.
Reactions.
So I guess I can't go on Katie's house either because you're taking zero.
In this Susie story, but I'm not going to cover here. And I would have told you to check out tips.
Now I wanted to go when I found out she had a panda statue. But I understand that Zero probably needs it more.
Guidelines strike for, guess it, harassment and cyberbullying. I can only assume that she's trying to deter me from uploading this video. Once again, I'm pretty certain that she has someone at YouTube to run all the strikes through.
So wait, y'all in the game with Zero?
They were all three in this session. Whatever, I only session. I got the same card. I spawned on the first try. I got on the first try.
She started to transition her content from gaming to reactions, namely anime reactions.
So, pretty much she went from gaming to anime reactions, and that became her main new channel base in general. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can still see episodes of that. Oh yeah, she really did. Oh yeah, she really did the episodes for Ruby. Oh yeah, she definitely did. Oh yeah, she definitely did. But yeah, pretty much it's still bad.
So what's she doing wrong? She's stealing and making fun of people?
The fact she's a massive hypocrite going against the system of YouTube, she's turning it into so many different ways, and the fact she is always defended. She's always going to be defended by some people she knows within YouTube itself, and the fact that basically if anything offends her, she will do whatever it takes to get rid of it by any means necessary. If it can offend her, it is something that she has to look at. She will certainly take an interest to have it flagged. Even if it's under fair use.
Honestly, someone needs to freaking hack her account and freaking delete her channel.
Now, this wouldn't be bad if only she wasn't trying to take full songs of Pokemon, like the original Pokemon song that she used for her Pokemon Go situation. Oh yeah, you figure we would forget about that one. Yeah, Pokemon Go. Yeah, that little app. How many people still play that app? But yeah, you don't see anyone getting copyright strikes for that full Pokemon song on their channel, do you? I mean, what would happen if you did add all those songs to your channels? What would happen, DJ? What would happen if you add full actual anime songs on your channel? For every video you've ever done, what would happen to you? Originally, if you didn't have people defending you on YouTube in any way, shape, or form, what would happen to you?
Well,
because if you had all those songs on your videos, how are you going to be defended? Since you know these aren't your songs. These are anime songs.
You can tell that Nintendo's going to go after her pretty soon.
Because again, if you use a Pokemon song that's not yours,
Game Freak and Nintendo will get involved.
Normally you're supposed to get involved with that crap.
So with this in mind, let's take a look at Susie Liu's current
Because basically when I streamed Ruby on PS4, I said that this game's owned by Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth, not mine.
Now, her reaction videos only have her opening her mouth and saying, "Oh my god," or some kind of gas reaction or some crap like that. You can see one of her videos for yourself if you find that interesting in any way, but I'm telling you, almost 75% of her videos will be completely invincible little glance of the anime while you basically see her facial reaction. Which, again, she's not supposed to be showing the anime. Really, she's not supposed to show the anime. That's just the part called the reaction. But you're not supposed to show the anime in general. There's nothing wrong with anime reactions if only it's not showing the anime. And you basically just showing your reaction. You're not supposed to gain that much from an actual anime reaction in general. You can talk about it, yeah. But again, that's all you can do. You can express yourself however you choose, but you cannot show any footage of it in any way. That's called an anime reaction video. You're not supposed to be showing it in any specific way. So you kind of went against anime reaction. Well, there you go.
Yes, I'm not kidding. These are the reaction.
Yep, those are literally her anime reaction videos. All her. How much do you think people would make if they could do the same thing like her? Make anime reaction videos every day and not have to worry about it. The only sad part is that you would get a strike for this, and they would want it taken down as soon as possible. Is it fair that you're getting this strike and she's not getting it? DJ, what do you think? Is it fair that she won't get a strike?
I don't think it's fair at all.
Video she's making now. If you think I'm making it look worse than it is, just take a look at her channel yourself. If she does give a reaction to anything, it's usually just some sort of exclamation which adds absolutely nothing to the video and isn't a comment of any sort.
No, that's literally all her content right there. Oh my god, shut up. Oh my god, shut up. Oh my god, shut up, Susan. That is the most weirdest expressions I've ever heard. I'm sorry, but that is the worst reactions. They're not even engaging. Those aren't even engaging. So, almost half that video is her just speaking for another almost 4 minutes and under. And the video's like around how long? So, that's not much of a reaction. Pretty much 80% of the video anyway. 80% of that video is not hers. The fact she would show some actual anime alone. The fact she would show parts of that anime makes it worse. And people are trying to view that. it's still seeable, and it's only a little bit visible.
I didn't mean to kill you.
That's
I
it.
was trying to blow up I was trying to blow up the fire truck.
Genius to see if this content does not satisfy fair use, but let's go through the 4 factors anyway, because I'm flexed on the haters. The first factor of fair use is the purpose and character of the use, including whether the sun's
Now, the purpose of fair use is the character it's used in.
commercial nature or is for non-profit educational purposes.
Non-educational purposes. As long as it's basically non-educational purposes and it's not trying to gain off of it, it should have no problem. As long as you're not trying to gain off of it, it's just for non-educational purposes.
Factor is independently determinative. The heart of fair use inquiry is the first factor, whether the use is transformative by adding something new with a further purpose or different character. The central purpose of this investigation is to see whether the new work adds something new, altering the first with new expression, meaning, or message. Now, I would say
Yes, that right there. So if you're looking for something that means fair use, well, whenever you're in the big wigs situation, you can look back to that and think that's what you should be doing if you make more content in the future. If it engages to people or something like that, that's something to keep in mind. Whether or not this includes Suzy Lou's situation is irrelevant.
Suzy's use of these almost full-length anime episodes is certainly not transformative. What is she?
Well, Suzy Lou's anime reaction videos are not transforming people in any way.
Adding to this at all, is she altering the work with new expression, meaning, or message?
What
Nope.
do you mean by that?
Well, let's face the facts. She's using anime. She's only speaking within 43 minutes and under. And that's pretty much it. And almost half of that is just the visible anime, which is shown in a bar graph to try to keep her from basically getting too much trouble. But in reality, it's still wrong. And you're willing to view this, and yet you can get away with it. Yeah, if you do that, you think you'll be safe? I mean, if you put episodes of Ruby, like right now, and doing the exact same format, you think you'll be safe by YouTube standards?
No.
That's a funny thing to think, because if that's the case, then how is she able to get away with putting Ruby episodes on, and most people can't?
I would say not. She isn't actually changing the intent of the anime at all. A bit ironic when you compare it with just a few months back when she said fair use has to be a criticism or critique.
If you actually saw the video in question, it was not a critique, the person was not talking over it.
The second factor, the nature of the copyrighted work, is rarely found to be determinative, so we can pretty much just ignore this factor entirely. The third statutory use factor turns on whether the amount and sustainability of the portion used in relation to the copyrighted work as a whole is reasonable in relation to the purpose of the copy. In assessing
Yes, it has to be reasonable. It has to convey a message. Now, the fair use has to convey a message. It has to be transforming. It has to be something that's reasonable and understanding. And that's it.
factor, the courts consider
And many people are desubscribing from her YouTube channel, aren't they?
Purpose of this inquiry is whether no more content was taken than necessary, given the purpose and character of the
Yeah, but no more content can be taken from it than necessary. And that's another thing, like I always, and somewhat, would pretty much have to do. You cannot take no more content than what should.
Okay.
If you were to do something like that, don't take more content out of the video than what should. If you're going to do anime reaction videos or stuff like that in the near future, try to make it more engaging, but don't show the anime. Just show you reacting to the anime like you're supposed to, but do not engage with the audience. then you can do your anime reactions without worry, because they can't see the anime. They're engaging with you seeing.
What's showing the anime while you're doing a reaction to it?
The problem is you're showing the episode in general, and you don't own it. The fact you don't own Naruto, the fact you don't own My Hero Academia, the fact you don't own Ruby. Think about it. If I don't own it, why would I want to get some copyright claims? I don't pay over $1 million a day. I don't have $1 million. Why am I putting this on my channel for?
All right, 3 long decades in this business, and one thing is still true. Nightclubs run on booze.
Well, we're going to have to sue you, because you have no right to be putting this on your channel. You're going to get sued with around either $1 million or $1.8 million. Now, these days, I think that copyright has been changed a lot, so the pricing's been getting up lately. So you might have to look at what copyright prices are looking for if you're getting sued for it. Because I think they're changing it now that things are getting bigger and better. Oh boy.
I'm on a mission.
But yeah, the prices is getting big.
What, you on the island?
Suzy Lou is using large portions of the original animes, adding...
Whoa.
What kind of mission you doing?
Disruption?
So they're using large portions of the anime. You should not use a larger portion of the anime at all. You should not be using that. That's anime that you don't own. Anime you do not own, you're using large portion, that is wrong. It's supposed to be short and straight to the point, understanding. When it's not under fair use, it gets questioned.
Minimal reactions and commentary that doesn't change anything in line with the first factor, but she's certainly not taking only what is necessary. So, to be honest, right now this isn't the good for Suzy. The fourth factor is perhaps the most scathing for Suzy Lou. This factor applies to the effect of the use upon a potential
So Zero's in y'all session, y'all just joined Katie's. Oh. So wait, he asked to join Katie's house, or you just volunteered to take it?
I'm offered him if he wants to come on the Katie and Mine Heist, because for some reason I kind of only like to do 3 or 2 people on my heist.
Oh. So that's why you offered him, because he needs the money more. I guess he probably needs it more than me anyway.
It's simply because that I don't really like 25% of money.
Yeah, but who is gonna watch Suzy Lou's anime reaction videos?
It's because you don't have to tell Zero what to do and stuff, because he knows what to do.
Anyone who's a fan of these anime reactions in any way, shape, or form, that's it. Anyone who's a fan.
And I guess with Zero, you'll probably have the heist on face, though.
What I'm trying to say, Angel, is since I did most of the work, I deserve a bigger pay cut.
Yeah, I know that.
And let's say that I did all the heist preps myself, right? And all the scoping and stuff like that. And you won't come on my heist with me. Well, it's only fair you get the lowest percentage cost, since you didn't do anything to help me.
Yeah, I know.
So basically, she's stealing from the original people who made Naruto. Pretty much making a lot of stealing by adding their animes on her channel. My Hero.
I don't mind getting it.
That's plagiarism. That's pretty much plagiarism right there. Which again, they would explain in Persona 5
I'm okay with getting the lowest amount of cut. I'm okay
You're
with that.
stealing their work and make it your own.
I see what you're going through, Angel. You just like you just like the RP from the heist.
No, I just like doing it and getting the money for it. It's not about the RP.
So you can pretty much steal Ruby episodes and basically get away with it.
But I know
Because
Zero.
she's
But I
being
understand
defended.
Zero and Katie, they need it more than me anyway.
She can
That's
be
why you taking
defended
them because they
for
need it
stealing
more.
Ruby episodes. And she would market from it.
But it's
And
alright.
again, plagiarism.
But I know why you taking Zero instead of me because he probably needs it more.
Here it is, and usurping demands of
We're trying to get these heists done quick.
He shows enough of the anime in these videos.
Or you just trying to do it
Because
quick? It's not about.
She's showing too much of the anime that it's easy to go to her channel.
Because I really want to source another Panther statue before this week's over.
Yeah, but even after the thing is over, won't Katie still have hers or no? She still have hers. She'll still have yours. She'll still have. She should. Oh, you trying to hurry up and get you another one?
Placing their ads next to it. Just something to think about. Now, any court would look at this content and wonder how it got.
You must be trying to get you another one. Because Katie already has one.
Me and Zero are trying to
I wonder if Zero got another one.
Well, you're asking, how is she not getting in trouble? It's very funny. It's very, very funny. It's the fact she is completely defended. It's so funny.
So the fact that you do the heist, the more chance you get of getting another statue?
Actually, Angel, the 2% of the Panther statue is not true.
It's not? Well, what's the percent of you getting it? What's the chance of you getting it again then, if it's not true?
Basically, the pink diamond has a 40% chance of spawning in. Then that makes the Panther statue about 30%.
So that means you have a
Champagne
chance
is gonna
of getting
flow
it
tonight.
before the
Hey,
event is
I know
over
it's
again.
tacky, but I'm the king of tacky.
Yeah.
I'm Gay Tony, for God's sake. Tony Prince.
Well, yeah, she did get her termination. Oh, yeah. But that soon, unfortunately, very much ended.
And her YouTube channel is terminated.
Oh, yeah, you were saying?
Her YouTube channel is terminated now.
Around December 19th, she got her termination. But unfortunately, what makes it even funny is the fact she has returned. Yet you have not learned. Yet you again don't learn. It's
when you said termination, I'm asking you, what did you get terminated on? YouTube?
Yeah, she literally got terminated on YouTube for a lot of these reasons, which I just pretty much explained to you. She got terminated for a lot of reasons. Oh boy, these reasons have already have a reason to get her terminated.
So now if you find her channel, you can't find it anymore.
On the 27th of December, she got her termination. And that was like 2019, right? She got free DMCA. Oh boy. Copyright strikes from Tokyo TV. So Tokyo TV, the owner of most of the anime she took. So pretty much gave her those strikes. Uh-oh. Naruto wasn't supposed to be on there in the first place. She got those strikes for a reason. So she had to get terminated because of Tokyo in general, who made the Naruto anime. The TV Tokyo wasn't going to allow this on December of 27th and called out for termination of her channel. Yes, you're still there, DJ, if you're still listening?
Yeah, I'm still listening. I'm still here.
So that's pretty much is what happened to her.
Because honestly, I really not too worried about her channel.
So basically, I was at this party with family. We were seeing all the nieces and the nephews and things like that, and I was absolutely hammered. And I went to check it, and it was like account suspended. And I was so drunk, and I was just like, "What?" I was like, "I don't have enough strikes on my channel for that to be a thing. I must be drunk." And then by the time I woke up the next day, I was like, "Are you joking?" Okay, I basically phoned up my YouTube partner manager, and I was like, "What the heck's going on?" And I felt so bad because my partner manager and then all the people that work with him they're supposed to be on holiday until next week. So they went straight back into office and they found out what happened.
Now, as I've stated before, these strikes were most likely valid. But what is
Yes, every one of those strikes was not imaginary. They were Tokyo TV in general. TV Tokyo confirmed this themselves. The strikes were confirmed. They're valid. She is lying as hell.
reverse all of them? Now, as I've stated before in this video, YouTube is protected under Safe Harbor, which means that they are not responsible for copyrighted content uploaded by their users. But to qualify for this,
So, uploaded by the users.
service providers have to adopt a system where repeat violations result in termination, and has to inform users of this, which YouTube does. And they also have to make sure their systems don't interfere with standard technical measures, which are technical measures that are used by copyright owners to identify or protect copyrighted works. In other words, a DMCA request. By reinstating Susie Lou's videos and removing the strikes, YouTube directly getting involved in disputes and reversing a legitimate decision of a copyright owner to take down a video. All 2 days up to Christmas, mind you. I'm convinced that there has to be some simp running this operation because there's no way that someone in their right mind would go out of their way to break the law for Susie Lou.
It was all people who...
Katie, I'm just letting you know that when mine, yours, and Zero's is done, me and Zero are going to do our heist real quick, then we're going to do yours, then we'll do mine.
Or you taking Zero on Katie's site? Well, I can't go on Katie's site. Well, I guess Zero probably needs a modem.
And obviously, if you guys are not aware, there is fair use. And the whole point of that is to take the original works, do something with it, make it different, and then make it your own.
Angel, if you want to see how I did, if you see how I did the heist and learn from me, you'll be able to do the heist.
I tried to learn this. It's complicated.
61% of content that isn't yours is fair use. The markup that I've split
I just tried to go with my other and I got caught.
I done a video talking to you guys about...
I kept getting caught. That's the problem, I keep getting caught.
Oh, wow. Looks like there's a little extra cares about the TV Tokyo situation.
On the heist, you got to watch out for the guards. Plus, you got to pay attention to your radar a lot more. Plus, you got to make sure every shot is precise.
But when I'm with y'all, I don't do the shooting. I let y'all do the shooting.
It's not just me, it's so many other people, it's a joke, and
Well,
I can't actually get to
like they say, Angel, there's only one way to get things. There's only one way to get good things at it. Or to get good at it, to try it for yourself and keep practicing at it.
So she's trying to sue TV Tokyo, the owner of the Naruto brands. You really think someone who owns a channel, has the right to go and do that? the fact that you're putting their content on your actual channel, you really think that's going down that way?
Angel, do you know how long? Do you want to know how? Do you want to
Crazy.
know how? Do you want to know how fast I picked up on the heist after me and Zero, Katie, and Rose did it the first time?
How fast?
Not too long. Because within 2 or 3 heists of me doing this stuff, I got the I can do this heist on myself and not get caught.
It turns out, for weeks,
And every time I try, I get caught.
Susie Lou had been uploading uncut anime reactions.
So that's why you don't be wanting to take me because you have to watch my every move.
Well, insult to injury.
No, it's not. It's not that. It's not that at all, Angel. It's basically I'm trying to get things done quickly.
Yeah, but Katie already has a statue. So it's not like it's the worst to Katie's because she already got the statue.
And the worst thing, and she's making money off the episodes. She'll make money off every episode, uncut, on Patreon. She'll make money, and sadly, no one can do anything about it. The fact she doesn't own the anime.
Angel, you know how I actually got good at the heist? Is I did this. Even Zero can even back me up on this. I watch out where I aim at and where my cursor is at. And I pay attention all the time. That's the problem with you, Angel. Is you don't pay attention.
I do pay attention.
Current trend data, she would have hit $10,000 a month on January the 6th, 2020.
So that's why you don't be wanting to take me because I'm always losing y'all.
God damn, she would have been hit $10,000 for all that content. God damn.
GTA is a game where you gotta stay attention. You can't fall asleep.
But I don't always fall asleep though.
Sometimes when I was on the heist, I tried to call your name and you wouldn't move.
Wait, I fell asleep I don't even remember falling asleep during the heist. I did that.
Yeah.
And what happened? What happened? It kicked me out the session. It kicked me. It booted. Did I get booted?
No, you probably woke up 2 or 3 minutes later.
So that's why you don't want to take me because you scared I'm gonna fall asleep.
Or any other third-party copyrighted material are allowed to be uploaded on their website.
No.
States that if potential online piracy is funded.
Is it because Zero needs the money more?
They have a robust copyright procedure in place to facilitate the removal of those potential infringements, or in certain cases, termination of entire accounts. So Susie is in violation of some serious stuff.
It's not that. Is I trying to get other people chances to get on the heist.
And she's not violating copyright law. She is in 100% clear.
Yeah, but Zero has already done the heist. So have I done it too, though.
Basically, what I'm saying is, you got a lot of chances to get on the heist with me, and since she hasn't been on for like all this time, she hasn't been through a lot of heists lately, so that's why I'm picking her mostly.
I know you're taking. I was talking about going on Katie's heist. Not yours. I was talking about Katie.
A complete violation of copyright.
But you said you're just gonna take Zero.
Just remember, this guy studies law. He thought the anime reactions on Susie Lou's main channel was open.
So basically, if your boyfriend is a lawyer,
I'm basically saying that Katie doesn't have enough for 4 people.
So Zero has to go.
your boyfriend is a lawyer, but you can't even stay true to the actual fair use that's given to you.
You know what? So while I just sit out this time, I mean, Zero probably needs more.
Basically, Angel, I'm trying to say is, it makes the heist quicker.
Or you just want to do it quick. It's not about who needs the money more. It's about doing it quick.
Just watch-alongs on her main channel for
Pretty
Naruto.
much. Is we're trying to source another Panther session before this this event is over.
I am so excited to be recording.
Yeah, but Katie already has a Panda statue.
A couple of months back, I had this crazy idea.
It's you that don't have a Panda statue.
Creating my own website.
She already has
I want another one.
Or you want Katie to get another one?
I'm trying to get another Panther statue that way I can I can do it that one by myself. Let's see how much money I make on that.
Now, this website, cclu.co.uk.
Remember when I'm trying to do an experiment of each kind of target that I'm trying to make by myself?
Yeah, I know.
Remember?
Reactions on her website instead. She's really intent on stealing other people's money, isn't she? For now.
She's making a website of anime and making people take an interest towards basically purchasing her membership.
I was talking about going on a heist with, on Katie's heist, not yours. Unless you're in a hurry to do hers too.
Well, it's honestly up to Katie.
Oh.
Yeah, because it is her heist, so I guess she should pick who goes and who don't.
Because she knows that when me and Zero on the heist, it gets done fairly quick.
Content, Tokyo TV.
And also, I'm trying to get many heists done today.
Originally blocked the website in Japan. Why did you think this would work? And it seems her website was already caught in legal trouble, as many of her links are in the.
Katie, do you want Angel come, or do you think you'd have enough for her to come?
Users, she doesn't have this function on her website. This is gonna get serious. You also can't turn ad block off on her website, which means that you're constantly giving her money for stealing other people's animes. So that's very ethical. At the end of the day, though, I really think this video no return. They expose themselves as absolute jokes.
Yeah, but whenever we go, I need to plan something. That way, I can tell Zero what he needs to steal.
So yeah, they pretty much got caught for what they were doing. Tokyo TV caught them in the act trying to actually exploit their actual episodes on their website. And pretty much she had to cut down the website because, well, that's $10,000. So that's not something anyone can get a month. I mean, if you were to work a job right now, getting $10,000, that's an easy change. Unless you're really selling yourself in a real good job, yeah, getting that kind of cash ain't exactly on street. So yeah, you'd be pretty screwed.
Okay, when we get all my preps done, Angel, since you're gonna have to say yourself online that we can actually invite you. And,
yeah, I gotta go set my UTM back to 1500 because it's on 800.